Becoming a head chef is a monumental step in your culinary career. It's a bloody tough job, demanding every ounce of your passion, skill, and grit. You're not just cooking anymore, you're leading a team, managing a kitchen, and responsible for every single plate that goes out. Here are the essential tips I wish someone had told me when I first started, because believe me, I've seen it all, and there's no room for amateurs in this game. Listen up, because this might just save your arse in the kitchen. Listen up, because this is the hard truth. Not everyone's going to be cheering for you on your way to the top. Some people, they thrive on seeing you crumble, especially in a high-pressure environment like a kitchen. They'll whisper behind your back, question your every decision, maybe even try to sabotage your efforts. But you know what separates the pros from the wannabes? The pros, they rise above the bullshit. They use that negativity as fuel to push themselves harder, to prove those doubters wrong. So let their doubt be your motivation. Let their skepticism be the fire under your arse. Show them exactly what you're made of. Let me tell you, a kitchen can be more dramatic than a night at the opera. Egos clashing, tempers flaring, ingredients flying, it's all part of the job. But as head chef, you need to be the one to bring order to the chaos. Don't let conflicts fester, because that's when things get really ugly. Address them directly, but remember, there's a difference between being assertive and being a downright bully. Listen to your team, hear them out, and find a solution that works for everyone. Remember, a united team is a strong team, and that's what you need to run a successful kitchen. You're the head chef, yeah, but that doesn't give you the right to walk around like you own the place. Respect is a two-way street, and you need to earn it just like everyone else. Be firm, be clear about your expectations, but don't forget that your team are human beings, not robots. Listen to their ideas, be open to suggestions, and don't be afraid to acknowledge when someone else has a better solution. Remember, a leader inspires, not dictates. Chapter 4, is your team letting the standard slip? Light a fire under their arses. You've set the bar high, but you look around and your team's struggling to reach it. Motivation's gone AWOL, and the food's starting to taste as bland as a boiled potato. What do? You kick things up a gear, that's what. Remember, you're not just there to cook, you're there to teach, to inspire, to elevate everyone around you. Give them the tools, the guidance, the tough love they need to up their game. Celebrate the small victories, push them out of their comfort zones, and remind them why they fell in love with cooking in the first place. Chapter 5. Motivate like a Michelin star depends on it. Let's face it, a demotivated team is about as useful as a chocolate teapot in a heat wave. You need your team to be passionate, driven, hungry for success. And how do you achieve that? By setting clear goals, and I'm not talking about some vague, wishy-washy nonsense. I'm talking about specific, measurable targets that everyone can work towards. Lead by example. Show them what dedication looks like, and never ever underestimate the power of recognition. A simple well done or that's bloody brilliant can go a long way in boosting morale and keeping the momentum going. Chapter 6. Delegate, don't dominate. Look, I get it, you're used to being in control, the master of your domain. But being a head chef isn't about micromanaging every single detail. It's about trusting your team, delegating tasks effectively, and allowing them to shine. Give them the freedom to take ownership, to experiment, to make mistakes and learn from them. Remember, you can't do everything yourself. You need to empower your team, let them spread their wings and fly. Chapter 7. Even chefs have feelings, sometimes. It's a pressure cooker in the kitchen, we all know that. But even in the heat of the moment, remember that you're dealing with people, not machines. They're going to have bad days, make mistakes, get stressed out. It's your job to be the rock, the calm in the storm. Take a breath, show some empathy, and remind them that everyone messes up sometimes. A little bit of understanding can go a long way in building trust and loyalty. Chapter 8. Delegation, your secret weapon to culinary greatness. Delegating isn't about dumping tasks on people willy-nilly. It's about playing to your team's strengths, about putting the right person in the right position to succeed. Take the time to get to know your team, their skills, their weaknesses, their ambitions. Give them responsibilities that challenge them, that allow them to grow, that play to their passions. Remember, a well-delegated kitchen is a well-oiled machine firing on all cylinders. Chapter 9. Never stop learning, you donkey. You might be the head chef, but that doesn't mean you know everything. The culinary world is constantly evolving, with new techniques, ingredients, and trends emerging all the time. So don't get complacent, don't rest on your laurels. Be a sponge, soak up knowledge wherever you can find it. Read books, attend workshops, experiment in your own time. And don't be afraid to ask for feedback, even from your own team. Remember, the moment you stop learning is the moment you start falling behind. Chapter 10. Failure is not the end, it's a bloody ingredient. You will fail. It's inevitable. You'll burn dishes, misjudge timings, create culinary abominations that would make a food critic weep. But here's the thing about failure. It's not the end. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to learn, to adapt, to come back stronger and smarter. Don't let it crush you. Don't let it extinguish your passion. Analyze what went wrong, learn from your mistakes, and use that knowledge to fuel your future successes. Remember, some of the most successful dishes in history were born out of failures. Outro. Now go forth and conquer the culinary world. Being a head chef is not just about cooking, it's about leading, inspiring, and growing with your team. It's about pushing boundaries, embracing challenges, and never, ever giving up on your passion. Keep these tips in mind, stay true to yourself, and remember, there's always room for improvement, always a new challenge to conquer. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.